Good shit.
And we are now live once again for another episode of course, NVR Live. How is everybody doing today?
Peace.
We got the prodigal son back from the dead.
Yeah, I was busy, man. I totally blew it last week, and I didn't realize what time it was, and things just got messed up. So I apologize for that.
Oh, you're cool, Steve.
Well, I it's only like the first time I totally didn't make it, and so I'm not real happy about that. So, anyway.
But, I mean, last week was great. I mean, in all honesty, it was one of our decent shows, considering I was by myself. I mean,
Oh, you were all by yourself?
I was all by myself the whole show.
Oh, damn.
I almost broke down and did a DIY segment since you weren't here, since nobody else was here. I almost just said, you know what? I'm going a DIY segment. Hey, Steve, I see you there in the chat. Good to have you tonight. Well, everybody's out doing life, and that's part of what we're going to be talking about tonight. But first and foremost, we do need to talk about advocacy because I've done some research. I don't have the exact article because when I found it, I did not have a piece of paper and I wasn't on my computer. But I did my own research after a certain person was doing some things. But Gottlieb has stated that he is going to recuse himself from vaping for a year.
Who?
Gottlieb.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he has stake in the industry. So, with him having stake in the industry, he said that he would recuse himself from any and all vaping issues, which I understand that, but I mean, that right there worries me a little bit, but it doesn't worry me. Because I think they're going to put people in place that will look at the actual science. I don't think they're going to ignore the Royal College of Physicians and everybody else. Hey, Dan, glad to see you over there in the chat. But, I mean, what's your thought on that, Steve?
Well, I mean, if you got stake in the industry, it's pretty hard to say something about it,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like no one really wants to listen to me when I get on like some discussion board about it because
you and I both have a stake in the industry. So.
If I'm in there hammering on them, yeah, I tell them how it is, I mean, I jammed up somebody not too long ago on one of them posts, one of them off Facebook I found, and I got onto it. And it was a discussion link, a discuss link, and I got in there and started hammering the guy, and he thought he knew what was going on, and I just flamed him. And at the end, I said, look, you keep bouncing around, you're missing the topic, you keep throwing things at me, and I'm hammering each one, and my company never does any of that, but I'm telling you how it is. And the guy says, oh, your company, you're one of those guys, I should have known, da-da-da. And the whole time my handle says Smiley Liquid on it. And, Steve had Smiley. I mean, I wasn't hiding, This guy's name was like the something Otter, like he didn't even have a real name on there. And I was like, not even hiding, like he was like the contradicting Otter or some shit. So, I mean, I could see where that's probably a deal. I mean, but I didn't hear that he had excused himself. I don't even know. Did you see that on the news somewhere?
Actually, the first time I had seen it from our favorite person, Jacob Clare. And then I did some personal research about it. But
Crazy.
but yeah, so I mean, I can see both sides of it. I really can. But Steve actually, he's doing what we told him. You know, he wrote a letter to Senator Capito, and she said she'd keep in mind. But better thing is, I had already talked to her, so she's already behind us. She's just not coming out publicly because it's not in the Senate yet.
Oh, so Steve's from. Steve, didn't he order some?
Yeah,
He
he
ordered
ordered
some.
some Bunker Bliss, and he said he actually is getting low that he's going to be ordering again here soon.
Oh, so he liked it. He shook it up. Good stuff.
but but yeah, I mean, so that's some good news. I mean, it's not fantastic news, but it's fair news that we're already. It already shows that the senators are a little scared that something's going to happen with vaping. Honestly, that's what I take positive from this is they're already scared that something's going to happen with vaping. You know what I mean?
Who is?
The senators, that they're already asking about it.
Oh, they're worried. You mean that it's going down?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, why do they care? They didn't care this long. I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
I do all that. I make all the phone calls, write all the letters, do all the bullshit. Never changes, and I have a Republican as my representative, and he's a colonel. I mean, like, you'd think he'd be all about jamming up, the Dems, but dude, my whole state's Democrat. I ain't got a prayer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have like Feinstein, dude. Like, you have no idea.
Oh yeah, yours is a lost cause.
I mean, Feinstein and Boxer, bro. Well, not Boxer anymore, but I mean, I dealt with Boxer. You shitting me? Come on.
But now, here's a little bit of news that people don't know yet. We've been doing a lot of talking. I'm changing jobs, so NVR Live is going to have a facelift. NVR Live will now be 2 nights a week, but we're changing the times. On Tuesday nights, we're going to do it at 3 o'clock on Tuesdays. Wasn't it 3 for Tuesdays, or was it? Yeah, 3 for Tuesdays.
3 o'clock your time, yep.
And then for Thursdays, we're going to do it at 8. That way, from 8 to 10, if the show goes 2 hours, we're good. And then people can go watch the vape team if they want to go watch them, because 10 o'clock is the vape team.
Yep.
So Tuesdays, we're going to do it at 3 p.m. And that's going to be advocacy based. We're going to focus advocacy that night only. It's not. We're going to try not to have a bunch of talking back and forth and just BSing, bullshitting the whole time.
Right.
But then the other one is Thursday night, and it's going to be a shoot the shit session, for lack of a better way to say it. We're just going to be a bunch of guys chilling. The reason we're doing 2 shows is Steve and I will be good for 3 o'clock. Definitely. Because it's noon his time.
Yep.
And then when you go to the 8 o'clock, that gives his team members time to come in, especially if they aren't able to get in. But, this is actually very interesting, Steve. Are you reading this in chat?
Yeah.
About where Kidney Puncher says they're taking back all e-liquids sent to California? That is weird.
Why are they doing that? Huh?
I have no idea. I'm going to have to do some research into that. Does anybody have the link to that as to what's going on with it, Steve? Because you're the one bringing it up. I'd love to know if you have a link. That way I can
Well,
look
I mean,
into it.
there's no FDA regulations in California.
Yeah.
I'm in California. Yeah, I mean, I'm in California, so why would they take away? Why would they pull it back? Because they didn't follow suit with getting the correct license.
Yeah.
That's the reason. Yeah, due to the recent state legislation, any orders containing juice will be canceled or refunded.
Wow.
Because they don't have the license to sell in California.
Okay, looks like I'm putting up on my site. I won't sell to California.
See what that means? More
What?
room. That means more room for me. Yeah.
Yeah, you can sell California. I'll sell the rest of the nation.
Yeah. They're talking about, he's saying that in white. So he's talking about this right here. Seriously, right here. See that? Right
No,
here?
I can't see it.
What?
I'll just go to Kidney Puncher and pull it up.
Hold on, man. Right here. Can you not see that?
No, it's... Pull it up near where it says Safari. Because I can't see anything... Okay, I can see to Kidney Punch...
You serious?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
And then I see under where it says order status. That's all I
Can you
see.
see it now?
No.
What the hell? Hold on. Stop the share. Hold on.
Great, Steve. Don't forget, Steve, I mean, you get a better deal when you get that 4-pack. If you got
Right
the
there.
if you got
Can
the
you see that now?
55. No.
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 Oh,
That's the problem we're having with screen sharing. It's not showing the whole screen for either of us.
I get to see your whole screen every time.
That's weird because people don't see it in the chat.
Really?
Or it could be the way I have it cut off. Hold on. That could be what it is. Let me look and see. Yeah, see, I can see it when I look at the regular one. But when I look at it right here, this is all I can see. Is
Okay. Well, that doesn't mean shit to me then.
yeah. But
Okay. Too bad. But I'm saying it says it's not an FDA thing. So to clarify, the thing in the live chat, it says, "Attention, California customers, due to the recent state legislation, any orders containing juice will be canceled or refunded." That is state legislation, not Fed.
and Steve, just so you know, I'm talking to Taylor, Steve Taylor, because he's saying something about the page. I keep a database on the age verification. I hadn't had a chance to send you your customer ID, but since I know who you are, I already know I've verified you. But I will be starting to send out emails to people with your tracking numbers. The reason you never got it was because I was at work when Steve sent it to me, so then I had to send it to you.
He should have got the email from me, did he not? Or don't I have his email? No, I don't. I only have yours. You're right.
I'll start sending you emails too. Whenever you send stuff out, that way you can send it straight to them.
That works great.
So there you go, Steve. Now you'll get to be able to see your tracking. Sorry, I can't do purchase history just simply because of my way everything is set up. I had to go an inexpensive route for the web page. Maybe after a year, maybe I'll take Steve up on his offer.
That'd be good. That would help you out.
After I see the site actually kicking off. But,
Yeah.
well, I do have some good actually to talk about when it comes to the site. We actually brought on some new mods. I already told you about them. But we brought on the, I'm going to go over there and just read off what all I brought on because well, let's talk about Alaska first before we do that.
Right.
For this was just updated yesterday. The hearing for Senate Bill 63 will continue with public comment today, so we don't know what happened. And it was a teleconference, but what it is it's an indoor vaping ban. So if you live in Alaska, still contact all of your people. So, just make sure contact all your reps if you're in Alaska. I haven't seen anybody yet from Alaska, but it's worth mentioning. So we do need to mention that.
Yeah, man.
But let's go to the page and I'll tell you guys what we got now, because we have a lot of things on there that I'm actually very excited for because there's only a few sites that actually have a couple of these mods, and I'm actually the lowest price.
Sweet.
Which is the Arms Race and the Tug Life DNA 75.
The Arms Race.
The Arms Race, we've got it right now for $75, well, $74.99, and the DNA 75 is $134.99. To be honest with you, the Tug Life box is only for people that want to buy a premium box, and I know that. People aren't going to spend a ton of money on a 75 watt mod.
No. Dude.
Not when you can buy it. Right next to it, you can buy a 200 watt mod for $75.
Well, no. That would be foolish.
Yeah. But it's worth offering because I do also have the Tugboat RDA on there. And the Recon and the Goon.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, the Tugboat Tugboat 24 is only on there for $77. Well, $76.99. And again, that's just for people that love two-post, which if the two-face was still selling, I'd send them to the two-face as well.
Yeah, that's the problem. There no more.
Yeah.
No more two-face. You should contact and see if you can't become a Kennedy distributor, Kennedy seller.
That's true. Well, I can get Kennedy's through my wholesalers, but...
Hey, it wouldn't hurt to call Steve.
True.
And you can get out. He's I forget his handle on on IG, but I could find it. He's my friend on IG. I just don't remember his name. I just don't remember his IG handle.
Yeah. And I will say, I know at least one person used the NVR live code to get 10% off their order from Minuteman Vapors. So I'm happy.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, at least one person has used it.
Sweet.
Well, Steve, I have to use the blue check simply because I can't use a third-party verification with the website platform I'm on right now. That's the problem. That's why I have to use the driver's license verification. That's why I have to do it the way I do it. For right now. Again...
Well, here I have to have it.
Yeah.
Personally, it doesn't matter how I get the authorization. I have to have a copy of their ID.
Yeah. But, I mean, he was talking about how Kidney Puncher had good age verification. Whereas right now, I'm the only place you can get Minuteman, Epiphany, Smiley, or HFS online. So...
Yep. I mean, aside from us, but yeah.
Yeah. I thought you were quitting doing that.
No, I got it on there still. I haven't taken it off. I just because I'm trying to redo the site and I haven't finished redoing it, and I mean eventually I'll probably get rid of it just because it's a pain. But But for now, I mean, I need every bit of business I can get because it sucks. Really bad, dude.
Oh, I bet.
Had no idea. So, yeah, I need to make money in any which way I possibly can. Oh shit! I'm set a new case. I just did a new coil. Changed the coil out in my TFV 8 and my T6 coil for my arms race. Yeah. I'm bummed though because I wanted the bottom. I wanted the blue bottom or the concrete bottom, whatever they called it, And I didn't get that. I got the black because it was Frank's last week at work, and he didn't get any in the blue. He just got black. So now I gotta order a damn blue one. The sleeve.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you see how this works, right? You seen one?
Yeah. I've actually already sold one. I sold one locally.
Well, but I mean, you saw how this.
Yeah.
And,
so you can buy just those?
Yeah, this is the sleeve.
See, I wish you had to buy a whole new mod, because I'd say, I'll take that one off your hands.
Hell no, dude. That's what they're talking about. That's what they're saying about that. And then this one.
Yeah. How is that one?
Well, it's weird because, you basically have to use their atomizer. You don't get a choice. You can't use any other one. You got to use the one that comes with that mod, because it's like there's a big 11 mil tank reservoir, and this shit all is really like nothing fits tight.
Yeah.
But here, I'll show you. So here we are, right? I got the cap off, right? Let me move my screen over here so I'm not looking to the side. So we got the cap off, and now you spin this off like this. Shit, hold on. I'm getting text messages like a motherfucker. Oh, yeah. Yes, you do. And quit that. Okay. So you come in here, you take this off, and that's sucking it up out of that well right there. Oh shit! There's sleep juice all over me. Son of a bitch. Yeah, that's how this. So this is kind of a pain. Now I'm all greasy. But that's how that works. And that's what I was asking you guys the other day when I first was trying this, because I was like, what the hell kind of mod is this? And you were saying, yeah, that's how limitless mods work, or addies work. because there's a bunch of cotton underneath that atomizer and it sucks into this. This is the reservoir right here. If you fill it through here, 11 mils of juice are in there. You understand?
Yeah.
So it's a pain in the ass. Then it's got to suck up through the cotton, and I don't care what y'all say. Cotton doesn't wick shit. Cotton absorbs. Doesn't pull it up.
Well, I was talking that night about the RDTA.
That's RDTA what that is.
Pulls it up.
That's what this is.
It's not the same RDTA as the limitless RDTA.
I think the other piece. I think the other part is. I just used this one because it was already in there. But this is, I mean, I guess it's cool. 12.8 mils. That's what it is. 12.8 mil capacity.
Yeah, see, the RDTA, I don't have it up here with me, but its tank is only this big, Steve.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Steve, you now have your customer ID number. All you'll do is put it in the comments. So you now have your customer ID. I sent it to you. I did that while we were on here, so I didn't forget.
Right on.
Or no, I didn't send it yet. Okay, now it's out. But,
so you handled it?
Yep, it's handled. He's got his customer ID now. I completely forgot, didn't get a chance to send it, and I'm going to put it in his name. So he now has it. But
so he's a happy camper?
Exactly.
Good shit. See, look at that. It lights up. Pretty cool, huh?
Mm-hmm.
But it's a lame taste. It doesn't taste nearly like the TFV8 does, you know? It's not even close.
Oh, no. What coil do you find works best in TFV8? Personally, I like the X4.
I'm using the T6 now because I got a shit pile of them, but I ran T10s up until I started using T6s and T8s before the T10s. So I just run a standard, like the T4, the T6 is working good. I mean, I don't really notice the difference between, I can run them all the same wattage.
Yeah. Well, see, I only run mine about 90 watts. I wuss out.
I keep mine about 100, 110, 120, sometimes 140. But you know, this one right here is at 90, and I should pump it up because that's only 3.57 volts. So 120 right now is 4.17.
Oh wow,
they're pretty good. So I'm gonna be at a place to see Dip Ripper this weekend.
Oh, you're going to that at the e-cig wholesale place?
Yeah, Rip Dippers, whatever his name is, Dip Ripper. Yep, Trip Rippers, and Jack Tripper, and Phil Bomarito, Bomasamo, Wamabamo, something like that.
Yeah, for anybody that lives in California, e-cig wholesale is having is having a little get together because of their yearly event, because of their anniversary, isn't it, Steve?
Yeah, doing some halcyon thing they're putting together, but it's in Irvine. Yeah, it's a Ed Boland's deal, so I'm stoked.
But so I mean, that's all going to be great when it comes to all that. So
yeah, man.
I wish I lived in California because I would go to it in a heartbeat.
Well, you would if you live closer. I mean, it's. I mean, just because it's Southern California doesn't mean it's not going to take me 3 hours to get there.
Yeah. I mean, I would go to a lot more things if I would be able to carry a lot more on the site even if I lived in California because everywhere would be within driving distance. Then I could just drive and pick stuff up. Or at least somewhere would be. driving.
You probably got an East Coast wholesaler out there somewhere that could probably hook you up just fine. I mean, you should get with remind me when we're out there, and I'll turn you on to this guy.
Okay.
I mean, he should be able to help you out. He got at me just last week. I mean, I know him from other places and other conventions, and we're friends. He just wasn't in the market for juice. He was in the market for hardware, so we didn't do business together. But I hung out with him. So yeah. So,
I'm looking for a good drop shipper. I mean, certain things I'll always have to carry because I'm sorry I can never get a better price on the Limitless mod. Like that arms race.
Yeah, what about it?
You can't get a decent wholesale price from anywhere except for them.
From Limitless.
Yeah. Because my wholesale account for that is through the Flawless Vape distribution. And they're the only distributor I have a contract with, a wholesale account with, that carries the arms race mod. And the Tug Life mod.
Well, I mean, Flawless has a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
They have probably the largest footprint in the industry. I mean, you could try setting up something with Steam.
Yeah. And Steve, I agree with Steve Taylor just said in chat that he hopes Trump FDA will rescind the FDA regs. I do hope. I'll be flat out honest with you. I hope they will, but I don't know how much it's actually going to happen.
Well, I mean, we're not going to know about it for a while anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm saying that it probably won't.
I mean, I could see them putting them on hold longer.
Yeah.
But totally rescinding, I don't know if they totally rescind them. Because we need some regulation. We've talked about this in the past. We need some form of regulation. We don't need Joe Schmo making liquids out of his bathtub.
Right.
To sell to people. We need people like you, like Fat Panda, people like that actually out there going and making them in reputable labs. Another perfect example is Adora E-Liquid. They make theirs in a great lab. I mean, that is the whole thing. We need to have regulations, to have them made in labs, made safely, but don't over-regulate it. And Dan got it right there, a vape lab. Yeah, exactly. We need them made in labs. We don't need them made out of bathtubs.
Right.
And people, I'm going to the total extreme with saying the bathtubs, but there's people, this as well as I do, that when they were first making liquids, they were making them in their own homes without a lab, just sitting at a table like we're doing right now, and the qualities were DIY quality. Good and well that's how most of the companies got started.
All day.
I mean, but, look at places like, and, I'm going to call them out on this because Cutwood, their prices are way astronomical. They need to bring those down. They think, for lack of a better way to say it, they think they're the shit and they're not.
They're pretty popular, but yeah.
They're popular, but their prices are astronomical.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, here's a perfect example. A 30 mil of Cutwood is on the average $22 to $25.
Get the hell out of here.
I'm not kidding you. There's one e-liquid that sells, I forget the name of it, that was $30 for a 30 mil.
Shut up.
I am not kidding you. I used to get sample box and I was finding all these different ones that were more than 50 cents a mil. And those are the ones I've always complained that they were way too expensive. It was almost the price of cigarettes.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. So yeah, I'm not down with that.
I mean, and they're like, oh, these are premium liquids. What the heck does premium mean anymore other than quality?
Just means you don't make your shit in a bathtub.
Yeah. They're
I mean, really,
quality
that's what it
liquids.
means.
Yeah. But see, the thing is, everybody is putting premium on it now, Steve. Everybody.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, everybody's putting premium on.
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, right on the box of Pancake Man, it says premium e-liquid.
Yeah, Pancake Man. That's one of the wannabe the mans. He's the man. Wish he was a man. Could have been a man. Should have been a man. Once was a man. Policeman. Fireman. Right? Milkman.
I'm
right?
surprised they didn't make a fireman and make it a red hot.
They got a policeman, don't they?
Yeah, they have a policeman. It's a donut.
There you go. There you go. I told you.
My man.
My man. You got to be a man. Wish
But
he was a man.
the bad part of those is they only sell them in the huge bottles, and you can't vape much of it.
Oh. Once was a man.
I know I'm red hot, Dan. I know that for a fact. Dan just said, are you red hot? I know
Yes.
I'm red hot.
I'm red hot, man. I'm the man. I'm the man.
I'm the sexy man.
There you go. Sexy man. Right.
We're just having fun tonight, guys. I mean,
Could have, should have been a, could have been a. Wish I was a.
I wish
Man.
a lot of these people that were actually watching would actually talk because
They ain't trying to have none of this, man. Could you be a man?
we got 12 people talking, or 12 people talking, 12 people watching.
Do you want to be a man?
I am a man.
Should have been a man.
I am the man.
You wish you were a man.
But yeah, so okay, I just had something flying around in this room and I have no idea what it was. I hope it was not a bee. Because I cannot.
Be.
But
I don't think you got to be, dude.
But
Be
yeah,
the man.
so I mean, that's
Be
the
the
whole
man.
thing.
Be the
And
man.
once again, my room is piping hot. They still haven't fixed my AC. I have no reason to know why. They were
Turn the
supposed to
fan
come
on.
today and they never fixed it.
Turn the fan on.
I have it on.
Okay, then be the man.
But,
Be a man.
But yeah, basically, back to why we're changing the times. It was better for Steve to do an early show on Tuesdays. It was better for me because I'm going to be starting a new job here in a couple weeks. So we're not going to start this. Probably not next week. Probably it's going to start the week after. Depends once I get my schedule next week. I'll let everybody know when it's going to start.
Yeah.
But we may start going ahead and doing the Thursday show next week as well. To go ahead
Yep.
and get started doing an 8 o'clock Thursday show. So, because I love
Good.
doing these shows, and I hope other people are excited for the time change. Because, I really think, especially on the West Coast or on the East Coast, that's going to get a lot more people watching because not as many people have to go to bed as early.
Right. For sure.
And especially considering the vape teams right after, we'll just have to end it by 10 o'clock.
Oh, that's fine.
Because I'll probably watch the vape team. If we're doing the show, I'll probably just hop right over and watch the vape team.
Oh, I have no idea what they are. Who they are.
It is the Vapor Chronicles, Mike Vapes, and now, of course, Mark Fagan.
Oh, okay.
3 of the big names in YouTubers.
I got it.
But yeah, I mean, everybody's brought up a good one. Steve, I agree. It's not the Obama era. It's Trump time. I agree with that. And my minion came home from school a little early because he was sick. That's why Minuteman's Minion is not on.
Yeah.
So, hopefully next week he'll be able to be on, but this week he couldn't be on simply because of illness. So, everybody, if you believe in God, keep him in your prayers that he's good for next week.
Right.
Because we miss him.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm trying to see if out of state, what deals from out of state people have to do. If consumers purchase cigarettes or tobacco products for their own use from outside of the state without paying California excise tax, they're required to file a cigarette and tobacco excise tax return.
There you go. Same thing as PA. It's a unlicensed importer, so I can still sell to California.
Consumers also taxed if they physically bring more than 400 cigarettes. Yeah, so
that makes no sense why Kidney Puncher would say that they'll refund, that they're not going to sell to California anymore.
well, because they don't want to worry about the buyer doing that.
Yeah.
So I mean, I would think that people would actually, I would think that you would actually do it. Like I would say that the seller should actually pay it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see where you're coming from on that too.
And that way, if the seller sold it, if the seller did it, then they're fine.
Yeah.
But Kidney Puncher
might, for
might,
a company like Kidney Puncher. Kidney Puncher can handle it.
They might have a co-packer doing it though.
True.
If they're not their own manufacturer, then they're they don't get the same break like I get. So yeah, that's kind of weird.
I mean, that's what I do for PA is I just tell people, you buy from me, you got to pay the PA's taxes. West Virginia, I pay the taxes if you buy in West Virginia. Because I don't charge any extra for the tax. I mean, I take it straight out of my profit.
Oh, is that what you do?
Yeah, I take it straight out of the profit.
Yeah, and that's exactly that's on our new updated April 1st, our new, or last week when we finally got all fully licensed and we could do business in the state. That's what the invoices say. It says all tax inclusive, blah blah blah.
The only tax that they pay is sales tax. That's the only tax I ask my people to pay.
Well, yeah, they have to. I mean, you can't be expected to do that. I mean, that's not your responsibility to do that.
Because, I'll be flat out honest. In West Virginia, my excise tax is over $4.
It is.
Yeah. My excise tax is over $4 on a 60 mil.
Wow.
And I only charge 16, so.
So what is that? Is that they charge per milliliter there?
Mm-hmm. 7.5 cents a mil.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all bad. All bad.
I brought some batteries in here and I can't find them. Oh. Keep them busy, Steve. I gotta grab my batteries.
All right. Well, since everybody's here, I think since I know how to post the links in the YouTube thing over here, I think I'm going to actually post a link to my Dropbox folder because that has all the.
Did I make you a moderator?
That's all right. Make it. I can make myself a moderator. But I'm telling these guys right now that I'm going to give them the link to my public folder, which has all the research in it.
Mm-hmm.
So I never been active in regular.
Yeah, you're a moderator. Okay.
Yeah. So here, let me just do this. Blip blip. Get the link here. So link. Anyone with the link.
But yes, yeah. Steve, it is an expensive tax. People don't realize how much the tax is.
Yeah, man. Of course. So here we go. Here's the link, guys and gals. Bam. Somebody go there and see if they see all the articles.
And that's why I like selling outside West Virginia, I'll be honest. I sell inside West Virginia, like with Steve. But that's why I love when I get somebody outside West Virginia, because then I don't have to pay the excise tax.
Yeah, I hear you. See if somebody can go there. Anyone.
I'll even try it. Yep, I was able to get in there.
Cool.
And I will actually post that as well for people that are watching in the crotch box. So that if you want to, and I'll actually post that and keep it on here.
Yeah. Well, those articles right there, like when one guy last week or 2 weeks ago was asking for the link for the FDA regs and all that, the deeming regs. It's all in there. All those articles are all in there. All of them. So yeah.
But yeah, so it is now in the Dropbox, or well, Dropbox in the crotch box. So anybody that wants to access it, from now on, you can always look at the bottom of any of the HVR lives or anything that I do live, and it will automatically be there because I'm going to leave it on there.
There you go. And the West Virginia people that voted for the tax are in there. Everything's in there, like everything. Everything.
Oh, I know, and I mean, people need to. Honestly, people should pay you for all the work you do for the industry.
Yeah, but no one cares, like they don't pay attention to it. Like the master settlement agreement, an overview on that's in here, like it's all like anything they want, like all kinds of them.
I mean,
the Indiana lawsuits in here, the freaking like the final ends PMTA, like pre-market tobacco applications, what you got to do to do all that. The deeming regs says FDA final deeming regs, and this is the part where Jacob was saying, oh, it's only whatever, a couple hundred pages, and I actually have the legit 3-column 134 3-column pages.
Mm-hmm.
It's in there, so that's directly out of the Federal Register right there. And then I think I have the other one. Maybe I don't. No, I don't. I have. No, I don't. But so they're all in there, everything they want, and there's all kinds. And I mean, all kinds. There's some really cool ones. Like there's one article called where is it? Addiction. Let me look it up because these are by titles.
Yeah, and I mean, speaking of addiction, a lot of people. Now, here's a question that. I know my point of view, but this is something that we run across as an industry, is that people are saying that, I forget the one doctor's name that has a YouTube channel, but I watch him all the time.
Arcelinos?
No, not Farsalinos. It's another guy. But he actually, mostly mouth to lungs, but he does a lot of vaping is good for you, things like that videos.
Uh-huh.
And he flat out stated that there is no difference, which I agree with him, between nicotine and caffeine.
Yeah.
But there's research out there that says nicotine in itself is a carcinogen.
Well, there's this whole book that's the link just above it, A
Yeah.
Critique of Nicotine Addiction, that speaks the exact opposite of what you just said.
Of which one? The person that said that?
It says that no, it says that it's not addictive, and I don't think there's any evidence that says that nicotine is a carcinogen.
I agree with you.
Well, I mean, I don't think there's any evidence that says it. You said there was.
She said she found something. She was looking on her phone, and I was like, well, all the research I've found says completely the opposite. That it's no different than caffeine. It does the same thing to your body. It releases dopamine. So
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see that.
oh, I know. I wanted to see it too, but she wouldn't show it to me. So that's the
I don't think it's legit. I don't think it's legit.
That's what I was telling her. I was like, look, and it was done in the 70s or 80s. I was like, first off, that was done back then. Science has went so far since that article that you can't even use that article for an argument.
Right.
So, I mean, and that's why I totally disagreed with her when she said that. And of course, she was also the type, she believes there should be a 21 law for drinking, smoking, vaping, anything. Because your mind is not fully developed.
Okay.
Till you're 21. I'm sorry, if you're old enough to go fight for our country, you should be old enough to make your own decisions when it comes to vaping, drinking, and smoking.
I agree.
Bottom line, if they expect you to be on the front lines, you should be able to have a vape. You should be able to have a drink. Bottom line. I mean,
of course.
I mean, just recently, there was actually, I forget the article. I had seen it while I was doing a little research for tonight. But there was actually an article that said that the 21 laws would do the complete opposite. That more people would want to do it over 18 if there were 21 laws.
Right.
So, I mean, and you know, that's a whole discussion we could have in itself. I mean, when it comes to ages. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I don't want to promote a youth vaping, but I would much rather see them vape than smoke.
Well, there's that one study that says that putting age limits on it actually increases, has negative effects.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's a huge issue there, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to promote youth vaping, but if they're going to smoke, I'd rather see them pick up a vape because it is much safer than a cigarette, and you get much less nicotine.
Right.
If any, I mean, and that's a lot of what some of the... Yeah, and Dan says it perfect. It's a chance to be rebellious. I totally agree with that. And, I mean, that's the whole thing people don't understand is the more you tell people you cannot do something, the more somebody's going to say, hey, I'm going to do it. I don't care.
Right. Yeah, absolutely, dude. That's what happens. No doubt about it. All day long, dude. All day long.
I mean, we were all 16, 17, and 18. I'll tell you right now, I didn't smoke till I was about 21 or 22. But you know what? I still did it.
Right.
I never had a want to do it. I was never one of those to want to be a member of a crowd. I didn't want to rebel. Things like that.
Yeah.
People that want to do it, they're going to do it. They're going to find a way to do it no matter what.
Right.
And that's the bottom line.
Yep.
But oh, I agree with you, Steve. They did fight it. Just they only brought it up because vaping is battling with tobacco, and I agree with you. You know, once you get them hooked on tobacco, it's a lot harder I'll be flat out honest with you. It was hard switching over from cigarettes. And that's because of all the addictive chemicals they have in cigarettes.
Right.
I mean, it was hard as could be switching over. I battled with it for a long time. I mean, how long did it take you to quit smoking, Steve?
A long time. We were already making the stuff, and it wasn't until I actually finally got good hardware that I was comfortable with and found a good build on it and everything. And then I rock and rolled with watermelon, and then I got onto vanilla, and that was all she wrote.
And exactly, that's the key. You got to find your all-day vape.
Yep.
And you can't go on the... And see, I'm actually doing... And you can't... This is the thing I get so frustrated. I'm going to tell you right now with companies about. You're the only company, you and Fat Panda are two of the few companies I've found that will actually do over 6 milligram. There are very few companies that do a good flavor over 6 milligram.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I don't understand it anymore. A lot of the vape shops are discouraging. I mean, I love Amy to death, but my old vape shop, they would discourage people from going over 6 milligram.
I don't understand it. There's really no problem with it. I mean, if that's what it takes, and that's what you need to keep you vaping and not smoking, who cares?
Yeah.
I mean, really, who cares? What's the purpose?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, make the guy go through more juice? I mean, really, is there a reason?
The reason was, she said, people were always saying you don't need more than 6. I'm sorry, I go by this setup. For every pack you smoke, you should be, for a whole pack, you should be to 12 nick. And then if you want to work your way down, work your way down. Yes.
Per day? You mean a pack per day?
A pack a day, yeah.
Wow, I never needed that much, but yeah.
Some people do, though. I mean, that's the thing. If you were a pack a day smoker, 12 nick would be perfect.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I got a couple ladies off smoking that were that big of a deal, and I just gave them a not a beginner setup. Gave them TFV8s and a Tempest.
Yeah, but a lot of people can't handle the TFV8, Steve.
Well, I showed them how to work it. You can handle it just fine if you know how to work it.
True, you can mouth to lung it, but it's a lot more difficult.
Well, I mean, just turn down you just close the air off, and if you're running like fruits, just close half medium air, and you're fine. And if you're running sours, maybe run it wide open. It's not when the airflow is adjusted, screws with the taste.
Yeah.
I mean, I just happen to run mine wide open because I like it, but I mean, but I could do, hey, James, alcohol and e-juice flavoring trigger an alcoholic relapse.
Now, what do you think about this?
No, ethyl alcohol in your e-juice, wow, that doesn't even, no, I'm not certain that, I'm not even certain that you could. I'm not even certain that you'd actually be able to ingest it. You'd feel it at all, because I'd have to think about that vaporizing part of it. But I think it would just taste like rubbing alcohol. Seriously, ethyl alcohol. Put ethyl alcohol in an e-liquid. The Yo-Yo had asked. I don't think so.
Are there actually e-liquids that have ethyl alcohol?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
I think it would taste like hell.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think you could. I don't think. I mean, I've no bullshit. And I vaped like Red Bull to try to see if it could taste good. Monster, and it tasted okay. I mean, I've seen it on YouTube where the guys make a big deal about how bad it tastes. It didn't taste bad to me when I did it. I mean, who the fuck am I? I'm just a guy, I mean, I'm just a lowly juice slanger. What's up, Tommy? So I just think that I don't think so. I don't think that. I think the ethyl alcohol, I don't know that it would even hold up to the vape. As my point, I don't think we could vape it I don't think you can vape alcohol. You can vaporize the liquid, but I think that when you vaporize alcohol, I think it decomposes into its final components, and I don't think you're going to get the. And there's a kind of a lot in e-juices. What is that called?
Propanol is probably what he's talking about.
What do you say?
Acetal.
Acetyl?
Acetylpropanol, yeah.
That is for the it comes with a lot of you have to be careful on your ingredients, but too much of that, they get all butthurt on that. So I don't know, Yo-Yo. Well, I mean, ethyl. I imagine that after some sort of vaporization, that some juice companies probably have some.
That happens a lot of time when it's
ethyl. I mean, I'd have to look at I got a paper in that at that link of that Dropbox link up there that has like a breakdown of all the at one point in time.
Could he be talking about ethyl maltol?
Okay, ethyl maltol, that tastes like cotton candy.
It's a sweetener, is what it is.
Yeah, it tastes like cotton candy. But we don't use it, so I don't know.
Yeah. It's a member of the ethyl group, but it's just a common flavor even in confectionaries. So
yeah, I'm telling you, it's a damn tastes like friggin'
cotton candy.
I'm telling you, that's what it is. I'm already knowing.
So it's sugar, basically, is all it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I use a liquid sweetener in some of the ones I DIY. And Minuteman has some sweetener in the lemonade, but it's just regular liquid sweetener. I don't know exactly what type, but it's a liquid sweetener.
Yeah.
A lot of, well, Yo-Yo, it's not all organic juice lines that don't have it. I mean, Steve's, for one, Steve's doesn't even have any added sweetener. It just depends on the actual vape liquid. I'll tell you right now, most vape liquids that have sweetener, I can't stand.
All right.
Sorry, I got a stink bug in my house.
A big bug?
Stink bug.
Oh, shit. Really?
Yeah. I was trying to catch it in a pop bottle and it wouldn't go in. It was on one of my lights. But yeah, so I mean, if ethyl maltol bothers you though, I mean, you can't even eat stuff without, because it comes in. I agree with you. Most commercial e-liquid is way too sweet, and that's why, I mean, Steve adds no sweetener to any of his, except for the ones he makes for me. So, I mean, and the ones he makes for me has very little sweetener compared to some of the other companies. I mean, I know I can tell you right now, places like Pancake Man, Milkman, companies like that, they have to add at least 10%. Don't you agree, Steve?
I wouldn't even want to comment. I've never tried it, but I know that people complain that it ruins their coils after a couple hits.
Yeah. And I mean, you used your normal line, Steve. You might as well say it.
You can make cat piss taste good when you put enough sweetener in it. I mean, seriously, you can make anything taste good with sweetener in it. And the thing is the sweetener holds, and the sweetener, you put any kind of sweetener in your juice, it sticks. It sticks through the whole machinery. It sticks. So standard cleanup between bottling, you have to do a deep clean, and so everything just stays sweet. So they just run a straight sweet. The saline, obviously if you're DIY, and I guess you could do that. I mean, that's just going to be it's just going to be a saltier thing to it. But truth is that you should just find a vape liquid, some sort of liquid that suits your taste buds, that you don't really need to worry about it. I mean, if you're a fruit person, I mean, I can't tell you enough that I make a hell of a fruit line, and you can mix my flavors together, and you can mix everything but the coffee and all the lines, and you could come up with your own stuff. I mean, if you want a strawberry lemonade, just take the strawberry and mix it with the damn sweet freedom. And if you want a strawberry iced tea lemonade, take the strawberry and mix it with the Bunker Bliss. And if you want a damn root beer, some
With
sort of
vanilla ice cream.
Yeah, to add more vanilla to it, or add raw moo to it, or if you want to do a strawberry pineapple, menthol thing, take a raw moo and mix it with the damn Vision from Epiphany, and you'll be fine. I mean, you shouldn't be sitting there going, "Well, I have this one flavor and it sucks," and so use it with the mix with something else. I mean,
exactly, and I tell people that all the time. Mix it. Do whatever you need to.
Because it's your taste buds, not mine. I mean, I can only tell you that when we started, we came up with strong flavors that people that were smoking could taste. Because
exactly.
you previously smoked, there's no way in hell you can taste the 95% or the majority of the e-liquids on the market, because they're just too damn light.
Yeah.
You won't be able to taste them.
Especially as a new vapor. I mean, that's why I always like saying there's a huge difference. Now, I will say West Coast is stronger for vapor liquids, for e-liquids.
Flavors.
For flavor. They're a lot stronger.
That.
West Coast is so much stronger. Over here on the East Coast, if you get an e-liquid, it is normally very light on flavor, doesn't have half the flavor of what I've tasted from the West Coast.
Yeah, we won't even know what it is. Like, we look at it, we taste it over here, and we're like, what is this?
And you can always tell where they're made or where they're inspired.
It doesn't even taste like anything, We just sit there and we're like, okay, this tastes like nothing, And it's usually just too much, it's just simple. It's just usually too much VG. Everybody's so worried about, coming up with something lower than like an 80-20 for some reason. And pay no attention to that. I mean, this is stuff about having a PG allergy and all that kind of business. Get over yourself. I mean, you eat ice cream, don't you? Yeah, okay, shut up. It just, you don't, it's just not, it'd be like, if that's what you have, then you have an allergy to lotion, skin lotion. You got an allergy to sex lube. You have allergies to a lot of things if you can't handle PG. So, and you know it already.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that, it does bother me a little more. I get a headache. I get, acid indigestion or whatever. Okay, fine. I can feel that. I can understand that. I can hear that. But and I get it. But this stuff about where you hear like, this is a straight up, what you call it, 100% VG. They're lying to you. It's 100% VG based, not 100% VG, because flavor doesn't come in VG.
Well, there are a few, but they're bad.
Flavor doesn't, and there's no commercial e-liquid out there that comes in a damn.
I've seen a few VG based flavors, but they're not all great.
I think they're bullshitting. Whatever you want, but I'm just not saying that. It just doesn't happen. They're just not strong enough. No one vapes them. So I wouldn't even. I'm just talking for the people listening right now. They're like, "Oh, I can't vape that." Get over yourself, because a good tasting strong liquid is going to be between 50 and 70%. You know, 50 and 30% flavor. So if it's between 30 and 50% flavor, it's going to be, anywhere from a 70 to a 50% VG base, 50-50. Well, that's not a big deal.
And
And
see,
that's
James said
what.
it perfect for us. You know, Northwest has flavors that are in VG, but they're very weak, and that's why, because they're VG.
Right.
And it costs a lot more to make. Your cost analysis when it comes to e-liquid would be a lot higher because you have to use a lot more flavoring. What you would normally use, say 30% PG, you probably have to put close to double that, 60% of flavoring.
Yeah, what they're arguing then is that so what? It doesn't matter because you could make it just that. I mean, if they have a VG based flavor, why would you add any more VG to it? Just pour the
Yeah,
VG in some bitch. Like why vape? Why make an elix? Why make a mix of it? Doesn't make sense. The trick to it is balancing the the vapor production and the actual flavor carry. Well, the flavor carries through PG, not through VG. Doesn't make any
exactly.
sense.
And that's what people don't understand. I mean, people don't understand the
Oh, see,
simple
James, right there. He's saying, "Yep, use a half bottle compared to a few drops." Yep.
fact.
I'm just talking. I guess now I'm just telling DIY guys, tricks. I guess, but that's the truth of it is you don't use VG to make the flavor. You use PG to make the flavor carry, and you and then with the cloud production, that's all about making sure that you set the right power to the atomizer per the liquid that you're using. So I've seen people produce hella clouds off of what would be equivalent to 60 watts, and they kill it. Well, how come? Well, it's because the build was right and everything was just right. It's the setup was right for the juice that they were using. It had nothing to do with the juice and the juice recipe. It's a bunch of crap. I'm telling you, it's a bunch of crap because everybody bitches you can't chuck a cloud with 50-50 juice. Well, look at my guys. Look, go ask Gerb what he would. Put Gerb back to back with you and let him rock the 50-50 strawberry and quite frankly, our strawberry is the most PG.
I'm going to do something and somebody's probably going to kill me, but I'm going to.
As long as I'm not going to kill you.
No, you're not going to kill me. I'm going to try to do something and see if it'll come up.
Just tell them the giveaway. First person to answer the question.
Well, we're going to do that here in just a couple minutes. Or no, you know what? Yeah, let's do that. Let's go ahead and. Do you want to do a giveaway tonight?
I'm cool with it.
Okay, we'll do a gift away. We're not doing it as a free sample. We are doing it as a gift away.
That's on you, man.
But okay, let's see. The first person to put in the chat how many co-sponsors are on 1136 gets the giveaway.
Sure.
How many co-sponsors are on HR 1136?
Me.
Now let's see if anybody actually searches it out.
Anybody's even listening?
I don't think we said it.
No, we haven't.
But
not this time. Not this time. We typically have said it every.
Yeah.
We've typically said it every time.
Yeah.
And I haven't checked this week to see.
I have. I just checked during a another live show. So,
Oh yeah, right here. Boom!
Up, Jacob got it. Okay.
Boom! Look at him.
Okay, Jacob. Just
Sorry, Jacob. Rules prohibit us from doing that. Federal rules don't allow us to do that, and we were just not. We're not going to play that game. Sorry, buddy.
Okay, Jacob. Just send me an email, and I'll send your info over to Steve. Put all your info in it, and I'll send it over to him.
You get a little gifty gift.
That's something for you to throw up on your juice review channel, because I know you have a juice review channel. So, and we're going to do this a little more now that things are calming down for both of us. Not every week, but we're going to try to do it at least once a month. Sorry,
yeah, I feel generous. Good job. Of course he knows what it is. That guy, of course he does, right? Gotta be that dude.
What, did it go up to 44, Steve, in 20 minutes?
No.
I was thinking it was still 42.
It is.
But yeah, we'll make sure to get it over to you. Especially, you definitely have to get him the new Drama Queen, because he loved the old Drama Queen. So, because remember he bought the old Drama Queen from me?
I know exactly what he ordered. 100%, man. I got him. I know. I actually thanked him the other day for the positive reviews. And they're on the website. They're on our webpage. You know, they're on our YouTube page. I have his reviews as part of my review, people that reviewed our stuff.
But okay, guys. Well, we're going to go ahead and get out of here tonight. But I'm going to do something real quick, because somebody will kill me, but I'm going to do it anyway. I am going to, let me pull it up and see if I can get it to work. I'm hoping I can get this to work in the screen share. I know I'll be able to get it to work for Steve, and if it doesn't work for Steve, or if it doesn't work for hold on, because I gotta say something for somebody. That's why I'm doing this. And the person's going to kill me. But right there's the new woman.
Oh, right on.
And
you should, dude.
I need to stop screen sharing because it didn't show it for everybody else, and I'm going to do it live for everybody else.
You go through more women than I've ever seen in my entire life.
This one's going to stick.
Swear, dude, you go through them, man.
This is the new woman, and she's going to stick. So, and she's watching right now. So, everybody say, "Hi, Harley."
Hi, Harley.
She's probably going to kill me now, but
Please save a Honda, ride a Harley. Yeah. No shit, dude. That's what I'm talking about. I ride a Harley, so I'm all good with that.
But again, once again, I want to thank everybody for coming tonight. Like I said, 2 weeks down the road, we'll probably be changing everything, going 3 p.m. on Tuesdays and 8 p.m. on Thursdays. Don't forget, next week, though, we will be normal time. Go out there, sign up for CASA, sign up for the Vaping Militia. as always, remember, you do have to fight for our rights. We can't just sit back and do nothing. You know, come over, join us over at Vape Shack. Most of you guys are already there. And she said, yep, I'm done. But once again, guys, thank you so much. See ya.